Welcome back to a trucking journey. Oh, let's see if it's still... Nope. Yeah, it's still recording. All right. We are here at the pilot. I am sitting at just a little bit below a quarter of a tank. So my DEF tank is totally full. So I don't need any DEF. But I was checking the RTS fuel card app, and for some reason right now the Circle K across the street is only offering a 2-cent discount. That's 2 pennies. So it's not cheap enough. It's not cheap enough to make it worth my while to go across the street exit. Let me see here. Don't tell me the fuel card isn't working. All right, I'm gonna have to come back to you. Okay, and we're back. I'm not sure what happened there, but it seems to be working just fine now. Yeah, I got a code. That was really weird. 891934. Alrighty. Yeah, so as I was saying, for some reason the Circle K isn't offering much of a discount right now. So since the pilot is easier to get in and out of, especially on a holiday weekend when there's hardly anybody here. Also got some of this new Lucas stuff to try out. Seems to be pretty popular. You're supposed to put in to about right there at that line. That should be about good. All right, let me check that number just to make sure I got the right number. 891934, got it. All right, pilot, you're killing me. There we go. All right, now we go over to the other side. My wheels are still looking good. Truck's a little dusty from sitting in the lot all weekend, but I really need to get a new quarter fender here. That's getting pretty bad. Well, it gives me an excuse to upgrade to a chrome one. That's right on the money. Great. The passenger side pump isn't working. Son of a bitch. This is just lovely. Hopefully nobody comes and gets in this lane before I'm done, because I'll just hop on over to the next lane. If I can even do that. Hey, the satellite pump isn't working on pump 23. 23? Yes.
Okay.
So it's almost $300 just for one tank. It probably will be $300 by the time I top it off, for sure. Yeah, $316. All right, now let's see if we can get this pump next to us before somebody else does, so I can fill up the other side. if my fuel card will let me do a back-to-back transaction like this. I really hope it does, because I got a full tank on one side and like a quarter tank on the other side. All right, let's see what it does. Close it out and go back into it. It would probably be better that way. See, now I can't tell if it's not letting me do it because I just got fuel, or is it still having the same issue? Unusual billing. I'm gonna have to go inside. All right, I'll check in with y'all here later. All right, we're back. Let me put your headset on. Sometimes you have to improvise, adapt, and overcome. Since the satellite pump wasn't working on this one either, I just went and whipped around and came in here backwards. Everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy, but apparently that's what you have to do to get fuel in both sides of your truck at this pilot right now, because none of the satellite pumps are working. Ugh. Emptied out my trash while I was here. Ugh. All right, I know that's not full. So when I flipped the truck around and came into the pump backwards to use the driver's side pump on the passenger side tank, it started pumping and I was like, yes, this is gonna work. And then it stopped pumping after 2.5 gallons and the thing said, please see cashier. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. So I called them on the little intercom there and let them know what was going on, and she's like, hang on a second, let me restart the pump for you. And now that worked. So now we got full tanks on both sides of the truck, and I look like an idiot for pulling into the pumps backwards, but oh well, it had to be done. $210.80. So it was $315 on the other side. So it's about $525 or so. That's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. And while I'm here, I'm going to wash my mirrors and my side windows. At least, maybe the windshield, I don't know yet. One good thing about pulling into the pumps backwards, I have plenty of room to wash my mirrors and my side windows without hitting the pumps. Alrighty, let's go do the other side. Luckily, it's a holiday weekend and they aren't that busy. Getting my door all dirty where it's dripping down, but oh well, I gotta have my windows clean. That's more important. Might as well get the headlights all shiny. Get all the dust off of them from sitting in the lot all weekend. Alrighty. We are good to go. Make sure I got that. Got that put away. Alrighty. Now let's get on the road to Alachua. Whew. As you can see, like half the pumps have a garbage can in front of them. It's ridiculous. I know everybody's looking at me like I'm a moron and I'm a Swift driver, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get the job done. I don't like driving with my wallet in my pocket because my wallet's so fat it's not comfortable to sit on, if you know what I mean. Alrighty, I'm gonna head on down to Alachua and I will check in with y'all later. Well, it wouldn't be Dollar General if it wasn't completely fucked up. I swear to God, about half the time I come here, and I come here a lot, about half of the time it's messed up. I had booked 6 drop loads for this weekend. I had like 2 drop loads tonight, just supposed to be dropping a trailer and bobtailing out of here. 3 drop loads tomorrow night, dropping a trailer, bobtailing out of here. And then I had supposed to come back Monday night and pick up 1 empty trailer and take it back to Unilever in Jacksonville. So 6 loads. So I pull in, get to the guard shack, and this load is not a drop. In their system, it's showing as a live unload for 10 o'clock in the morning. So, being that I've already booked a whole bunch of loads for the whole weekend, I had the security guard look through their system and check out all the other loads that I have booked, because they're all supposed to be dropped trailers. And no, none of them are dropped trailers. So now I can't do any of them because they're all live unloads. So I'm stuck here until 10 o'clock in the morning when my appointment time is. So I can't go back to Jacksonville and pick up the second load that I was supposed to grab. So called and talked to Convoy. Of course, you know the deal. Somebody who doesn't speak English, who just passes along the information, and then you got to wait for a real employee to call you back. So currently waiting for that call back, so I can't even go to sleep because I got to talk to Convoy and get this shit straightened out. So really the only thing that can be done is I stay here all night and deliver this load in the morning and then go home. And I can't do any of those loads that I had booked. So instead of making $1,400, I should get a tonneau, truck order not used, for each one of these loads, because it's not my fault I can't do them. So, well, the one I can do, the empty trailer pickup from Alachua back to Jacksonville, because I'll have this trailer empty when I leave here tomorrow. So that one I can still do, and I believe that one was like $230. But the other 4 loads, they'll probably pay me $150 each for. So that's making $600 for doing nothing. And the empty trailer doesn't have to be dropped off until Tuesday. And so I'm going to try my best to get them to let me keep the trailer for the whole week, so I can do some more of these pallet loads to the watermelon farms and make some decent money next week. I mean, I think that's the least they could do, since they've ruined my whole weekend by not having this shit straightened out. And really, I don't ever want to come back to Dollar General ever again. If I do, it's going to have to pay really well. And I want it in writing that they have confirmed the status of the load before I ever pick it up. I need it confirmed, whether it's a drop and hook or a live unload, because this shit keeps happening and I'm tired of it. This never happens anywhere else, just Dollar General in Alachua. It's so messed up. Yeah, when I had him look through his list of all the dropped loads, all the drop loads, and none of those loads were on that list. They're all going to be live unloads. Who knows when their appointments are, because they don't have that information at the guard shack yet, because they're so far out in advance. All they have is the drop trailers that are coming in for the next 2 or 3 days. They have a list of those, and none of those loads were on that list, so that means they're all live unloads. So yeah, I'm stuck here. Didn't plan on being here. I figured I would be home tonight, so I didn't bring any food. Luckily, I went to Costco today and stocked up on all my drinks, so I've got plenty of water and got some Dr. Pepper and some of that new Celsius stuff and some Bang, so I'm good on drinks. And I have some protein bars, but not as many as I wish I had. So I won't starve to death, but I'm gonna be hungry. Dollar General strikes again. That'll be the title of this video, if I ever make it back home to upload it. But I'll check in with y'all later after I speak to a supervisor at Convoy and let y'all know exactly what's going to happen. Alright, well, just wanted to give you an update. It is 10 o'clock in the morning. I just got a door, finally, after sitting here for like 12 hours. Supervisor from Convoy never did call. So it's a good thing I didn't wait up all night waiting for his call, because I just went to bed anyway. So once I got backed into a door, I called Convoy again and had to explain the situation all over again to somebody new, and told them that, look, I can't do any of these loads now. I expect a truck order not used for each of them, and I expect to get paid full detention pay and layover pay for sitting here all night. And so also I said I'm going to have this empty trailer when I'm done here that I'm supposed to return by Tuesday morning, and since I lost so much money this weekend, I would like to be able to keep it for the rest of the week so I can book loads with it and make more money to make up for this loss of income. And he's like, well, that seems to be, you know, fair. That's the way to compensate you. But of course he doesn't have the power to approve that, so he had to forward that to a supervisor, and hopefully they'll get back to me and let me know that I can keep this trailer because I already checked and there's a whole bunch of pallet loads going to watermelon farms this week, so I could do a bunch of those and make really decent money for the week. But that's the update for now. As soon as I know anything more, I will check in with y'all later. Alright, I'm back. Just got off the phone with Convoy. Well, first of all, I bumped the dock here at like 9:45 or so, and they finally started unloading me at 11:10. So it's now about 11:30, and so I expect to be here probably at least another hour and a half. So the good news is my 5 hours of the maximum detention pay was approved. They went ahead and took me off of the rest of these loads that are messed up, but they will not pay me a truck order not used because the load hasn't been canceled. I'm just being taken off of them because I don't want to sit here all weekend. I'm like, well, that's bullshit, and that's wrong. But brokers suck. They should all be shot. They're ruining the business. I mean, what can you say? They're horrible people. You know, this isn't my fault that they can't get these loads scheduled correctly. And she's like, well, they are scheduled correctly. They're supposed to be a drop trailer, but the person who is in charge of this account does not work on Sundays, so there's nothing I can do to straighten it out. I'm like, that's why you should pay me a fucking toenail, you piece of shit. So, and then I asked about keeping the trailer longer than the Tuesday morning deadline to return it, and she's like, no, we can't do that. That trailer has to be back there. They need it at Unilever, blah, 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 bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. You know, if you wanted to keep it extra, you got to pay $50 for the first day and $100 for each additional day, and then it goes against your carrier scorecard, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to look and see if there's I mean, tomorrow being a holiday, I'm not gonna hold my breath, but I'm still gonna try to see if there's you know, maybe a load of pallets that picks up tomorrow and delivers tomorrow that I could do, and then return the trailer. Probably not gonna happen. So yeah, this was originally supposed to be a $2,000 load, and now it turned into, I'm guessing probably about $750, $800. And me sitting here in my truck for like 14 hours. So yeah, this holiday weekend I just totally got screwed. Welcome to trucking. I'll check in with you later. All right, we are back. Well, I'm still dealing with this load from hell from Dollar General. Waiting for a supervisor with Convoy to call me back, because you can never get a hold of anybody. Because the load is in the Convoy app as a drop, there was no way to complete the delivery like you would for a live load. The only option is to drop the trailer, because that's how it's supposed to be in the app, as a drop. So I had to show that I was dropping the trailer at Dollar General, and then go into the empty trailer pickup from Dollar General to Alachua and pick up that same trailer, enter the trailer number into the system to show that I was picking it up from Dollar General and bringing it to Unilever. So then I get a text message saying, you know, the app shows that you dropped this trailer, but the GPS is showing that it's not at the facility. And this is after I had already talked to, I don't know how many people, how many different people at Convoy that all knew that was what was going to happen, that I had to go in there and show that I was dropping the trailer and then picking it up for the empty trailer move load. But anyway, I get a text message saying, you know, we can't process the payment because it's showing that the trailer is not there, blah, blah, blah. So that's when I called and said, hey, you know, have a supervisor call me. I'm not going through this shit again all day. I mean, I've been dealing with this bullshit all day. But good news is, I don't know if I told you or not, but this empty trailer move was originally paying $237.38. I have the original rate con showing that amount, and now in the system it's showing a flat $200. So I gotta call in to Convoy about that too, because they're not going to steal more money from me. But the good news is I have this trailer until Tuesday morning, so I was able to book another pallet load going to a watermelon farm in High Springs for tomorrow for $800. So that almost makes up for the loss of revenue from all the loads that I had to cancel. I mean, it's like right around the same amount, maybe just a little bit less. So, but I'm gonna go get something to eat and get on home and wait for the Convoy supervisor to give me a call so we can straighten out this mess and I can get paid. And then I'll catch up with you tomorrow when I go pick up a load of Chet pallets. So thanks for watching and joining along in this nightmare load, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.